Hello everybody, and welcome to Bull Technology. One of my favorite games of all time is Stardew Valley. This cute and endlessly fun farming and life simulation game is positively perfect. So perfect, in fact, that many games have been inspired by its success. One such game is the newly released game titled Fields of Mistria, an early access farming sim with many similarities to Stardew Valley. So is Fields of Mistria just another copycat game, or does it have what it takes to stand on its own? Let's find out. And in the interest of full disclosure, NPC Studios isn't sponsoring this video, and all of the opinions you're about to hear are entirely my own. Fields of Mistria is a farming, dating, and life sim created by NPC Studios, the small indie development team based here in the Midwest. Mistria's Steam page describes the game by stating, quote, "Start your new life, build the farm of your dreams as you discover a world brimming with possibilities. Magic, romance, and adventure all await you in this nostalgic farming/life sim RPG. Fields of Mistria is available for Windows and features full Steam Deck support. You can purchase Fields of Mistria for an exceptionally reasonable $13.99. Now, I'll admit, when I first saw Fields of Mistria appear on Steam, I was skeptical. It looked far too similar to Stardew Valley. But after spending close to 20 hours with the game, I can safely say that there is a lot to like about Fields of Mistria, and there is certainly a lot of uniqueness as well. Fields of Mistria begins by plopping you into the game's story. Without spoiling all too much, essentially the gist is this. The town of Mistria has undergone a pretty catastrophic earthquake, and it'll be your job to help restore the glory of this little hamlet. After this short cutscene, you're presented with the character creation menu, which is absolutely excellent. You get great customization, and there are many unlockable apparel items that you'll acquire throughout your playthrough. And then, well, the game is more or less yours. You are obviously encouraged to help out the town and mingle with the townspeople, but how you play is ultimately up to you. You're given a parcel of land upon which you can grow crops and raise animals. There are 4 seasons, and each season comes with different growable crops, and you'll also find different forageable items around the town that vary depending on the season. Apart from farming and foraging, though, there is also, of course, fishing. Fishing in Fields of Mistria is radically different from Stardew Valley, and is much closer to the system used in Animal Crossing New Horizons. It's well balanced, and of course the catchable fish varies depending on the type of water you are fishing in and the time of year. Is fishing not your thing? Well, eventually you'll be able to go mining. Mining in Fields of Mistria is very similar to Stardew Valley. The further you delve into the mines, the harder the enemies that occupy the mines get, and of course the better the resources get. Near the top, you'll find copper, and as you get deeper into the mines, you'll find iron and eventually silver. But what to do with these resources? Well, smithing, of course. That's right, you can create new tools and forge armor with the resources you gather. And these tools and armor can be crafted with special abilities. Excellent. Also excellent are the other crafting systems in the game. Along with smithing, there's cooking and woodworking. Cooking is more complex and rewarding, and woodworking allows for endless creation of both decorative and functional items. And there are also plenty of other things to do in Mistria, like catching bugs. Yes, again, much like Animal Crossing, bug catching is a mechanic in Mistria, and it adds a new and compelling system that's tons of fun. Archaeology is also something you can partake in by digging up countless artifacts and minerals, and all of these artifacts and bugs and fish and plants can be donated to the museum in town to complete collections, and of course you'll be rewarded for your charitability. And of course, there is a skill tree progression system in the game that is much more complex and open-ended than that of Stardew Valley. Each skill has a leveling mechanic to it, and as you do things in the world, you'll gobble up these purple experience points that can be used to purchase in-game perks. It's a great system that is absolutely hugely rewarding. But enough of all that. Let's talk about the town and the characters. Starting with the town, Mistria features all the essentials and it's positively adorable. The world in general is thoughtfully laid out and features an array of diverse points of interest, and the scenery is gorgeous no matter the time of year. And the in-game characters are the highest of high points for this game. The characters are unique and full of life, and there are plenty of dialogue options with many of them. The game, of course, has a relationship mechanic that works similarly to Stardew Valley, and yes, there are 10 romanceable characters. This all ties into the broader story of the game. You are to help the community rebuild, and while doing this, you'll also build new connections and relationships with the locals in Mistria. You'll be completing daily request tasks and even bigger building tasks to forward the community, and the community also has fun events to partake in. I found the community aspect of the game excellent, and I loved watching the town slowly build back to its former glory. And rebuilding the town will have rewards. Essentially, your town will be assigned a town rank that will progressively increase as you complete tasks for the community. It's just fun to see your version of Mistria move up in the world. Now, at this point, you're probably thinking, wow, this game is perfect, eh? Well, not quite. Let's start with perhaps my biggest complaint, which is just balancing. Now, I understand this game is in early access, but there are still some adjustments that need to be made with regards to stamina in particular. Why does catching one fish deplete like a fifth of my daily stamina bar, but I can smash like 5 boulders with the same amount of stamina? It's just silly. Also silly and much more frustrating is this lame in-game map. Rather than a full overview, the devs decided to split the map up into these smaller section maps, but what's more puzzling is these tiny depictions of the in-game characters. Put bluntly, it's impossible to find who you are looking for and where they are on this map. Even just a label for the characters when you mouse over them would have gone a long way here. And please, just give me an overview large map. And yes, there are many smaller gripes that I have with the game, but these are certainly my 2 chief contentions. So to conclude, is this game just a Stardew Valley knockoff? Well, the short answer is no. The long answer is this. In many ways, Fields of Mistria is shockingly similar to Stardew. The genre, the premise, the in-game mechanics, and even the art style are very close to that of Stardew Valley. But in many other ways, Mistria is unique and compelling on its own. Fields of Mistria is much more fantastical and whimsical than Stardew Valley. I mean, I haven't even mentioned that spellcasting is a thing in Fields of Mistria. And this fairy tale-ness might turn some people off from the game, but it certainly doesn't bother me. So my verdict is this. Fields of Mistria is a cute and endlessly fun game. Is it similar to Stardew Valley? Yes, but in this case, that isn't a bad thing. Maybe great artists do steal, after all. But I will certainly be keeping an eye on Fields of Mistria as it leaves early access. Be sure to leave a like, a comment, and definitely subscribe. And thank you all for watching.